Hi everyone, it's your friend Ellen. Today we're tackling a tiny grammar thing that makes a big difference, a versus an. These two little words are called articles. They tell us if we're talking about any old thing or a specific thing. Using the wrong one sounds a little off. It's like wearing mismatched socks. Doable, but not cute. So, let's learn how to use a and an like pros. Section 2, the golden rule sounds, not letters. The secret? It's all about the sound of the word that comes after a or an, not the letter itself. This might seem a bit confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, it becomes second nature. Use a before words that start with a consonant sound. For example, you would say a cat, a dog, or a happy Ellen. These are all instances where the following word begins with a consonant sound, making a the correct choice. Think of a cat, a dog, a happy Ellen. These examples help illustrate the rule in action. Use and before words that start with a vowel sound. An apple, an elephant, an incredible show. The vowel sound is the key here, not necessarily the first letter of the word. Easy, right? But hold on, there are a few tricky exceptions. For instance, words like honor and hour start with a silent H, and thus take an instead of a. Similarly, words like university start with a U sound, which is a consonant sound, so they take a instead of an. These exceptions can trip you up if you're not careful, so remember it's all about the sound that follows. Practice makes perfect, and soon you'll be using a and an like a pro. Keep these tips in mind and you'll master this golden rule in no time. Section 3. A in action, and in the spotlight. Let's see a and an in their natural habitat, shall we? A loves hanging out with words like book, table, smile, see? All consonant sounds. And is best buds with words like orange, umbrella, exciting adventure. Those starting vowel sounds are irresistible. Remember, it's the sound that guides us. So even if a word starts with a vowel but sounds like a consonant, a swoops in. Section 4. Exceptions, when sounds play tricks. Now, about those sneaky exceptions. They can really throw you off, can't they? Just when you think you've got the rules down, along comes an exception to make you second guess everything. Sometimes a word starts with a vowel, but it doesn't sound like a vowel. Take university for example, you might think it should be an university because it starts with U, a vowel. But listen closely, it starts with U, a vowel, but it sounds like university. That U sound is actually more like a consonant. That U sound is like a consonant. So we say a university instead of an university. It's all about the sound, not just the letter. So we say a university. Another tricky one is the word hour. It starts with H, a consonant, but it sounds like it starts with a vowel. Similarly, hour sounds like hour. Because of that ow sound, we say an hour instead of an hour. So, it's an hour because of that ow sound. Confusing? A little. But don't worry, with practice it becomes second nature. But we'll conquer it together. These exceptions might seem tricky at first, but with a bit of patience and practice, you'll master them in no time. Keep going, you're doing great. Section 5, tricky treats. An hour but a university. English can be quite the trickster, can it? Just when you think you've got it all figured out, it throws you a curveball. Ready for some more curveballs? English loves those. Let's dive into some more examples that might make you scratch your head. Take the word hour, for instance. It starts with the letter H, but the H is silent. This silent H makes the word sound like it starts with ow, which is a vowel sound. Because of this vowel sound, we say an hour instead of a hour. It might seem odd at first, but it's all about the sound that follows the article. On the flip side, let's look at words like unicorn and ukulele. These words start with the letter U, but they sound like they begin with U. Even though they start with U, the sound they make is more like a U, which is a consonant sound. So we say a unicorn and a ukulele instead of an unicorn or an ukulele. It's a small detail, but it makes a big difference in how we speak. That U sound is crucial because it changes the article we use before the word. It's a consonant sound, not a vowel sound. So, remember, it's a unicorn and a ukulele. These little nuances are what make English so fascinating and sometimes frustrating, see? It's all about the sound, not how the word looks on paper. The way a word sounds can completely change the rules we follow, so next time you're unsure, think about the sound. It might just be the key to unlocking the mystery of English articles. Section 6, Pop Quiz. Are you an A student or an ace? Time for a little fun. Let's see what you've learned. Fill in the blanks with A or an. 1. Amazing story. 3. Honor. 5. University. Answers 1A, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5A. How'd you do? If you got them all right, give yourself a round of applause. Section 7. Become an A versus an expert top tips. Here are my top tips for mastering a and an. Always say the word out loud. This helps you hear the starting sound. Remember, it's about the sound, not the letter. Don't be afraid of exceptions. With practice, they'll become second nature. Practice makes perfect. Use a and an in your everyday conversations and writing. Soon you'll be using them correctly without even thinking. Section 8, a final word. You've got this, see? A versus. And isn't that scary after all? Just remember the golden rule of sounds, be aware of the exceptions, and you'll be a grammar superstar. Remember, even I make mistakes sometimes, and that's okay. What matters is that we keep learning and having fun with language, keep practicing, and you'll be amazed at how quickly you master this little grammar quirk.